Hello. Hi, everyone. Hi, Alec. Is that you? I love it. This is your streaming avatar. Oh my God. I need to put mine up here so that we can both just host the entire webinar with our avatar. That is amazing. I love to see it. I'm like, hello, are you there though? Well, welcome everyone. Happy Thursday. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from whatever time zone you are in. We appreciate you for tuning in to another Thursday webinar for HeyGen. So today, if you haven't been able to tell, we are going to be talking all about the streaming avatar. Welcome, Alec, real Alec, I believe
Hi.
that. Yeah, and
Can you hear
this
me?
is actually, yes, we hear you, we see you, and we are excited to hear all about all the new updates that you're going to tell us. I think last time we had our webinar was a month ago, like mid-February, and it was a really interesting one because there were so many updates. Like every time there's so many updates. So this is one of the most popular avatars. I mean, popular features about the avatars, the streaming avatar. So this is like a live avatar that you can use. You can use of yourself. And I see someone asking if there is a recording. All of the webinars are recorded. So if this is your first time here, welcome. And if you want to go into our previous recordings, that will be on LinkedIn and YouTube, and you'll be able to see all of the different features that we kind of do a deep dive of. So yeah, I'm excited to get started. The usual format of these webinars are quick intro. What is HeyGen? What feature are we talking about today? Then a demo with any updates that there are, and then Q&A at the end. So ask your questions throughout the entire webinar. We'll answer some throughout and then some at the end. And any feedback, we are able to answer those, take it into consideration, and just keep adjusting the platform and all the tech and all the features to make it better. So we appreciate all the feedback. And we just sent as well where you could see all of the webinars. So these are all the ones on YouTube. We are live on YouTube, LinkedIn, and TikTok. So if you haven't met me before, I'm Nikki. I'm the social media manager, one of them here at HeyGen. And we have Alec here, who is the lead of the streaming avatar. So he's going to be able to answer all those specific questions. But you ready, Alec? Let's do it.
Yeah. Hi everyone. If you missed that in the beginning, there was a little preview on how we can get your streaming avatar into Zoom. So and other streaming use cases, scenarios like what we're doing right now. So it's almost ready. I figure since everyone's tuning in, we maybe can just show that sneak peek again at the end of the session. But lots of exciting updates and a cool customer example to show everyone as well, so everyone can see how the streaming avatar is being used, how people are building with it, and building really cool futuristic experiences interacting with HeyGen avatars.
Yeah, and I forgot to mention, last week we talked all about the new AI studio avatar. I keep saying avatar. The new AI studio. So there's a studio avatar, but the new AI studio is just kind of showing the new format that we've made. The editing is a lot easier, a lot better. So that's definitely one that you might want to go back and check if you have questions. I see there's people that are asking different questions about the new interface. So those can answer some of those questions. And then, and then at the very end, I forgot to mention also, we do give out 5 credits, free credits for you to go and use all of the features. So we'll definitely, be excited for you to use them. Definitely stay till the end to get the credits. And let's get into today's streaming avatar. So why don't you just tell us quickly, what is HeyGen? What is the streaming avatar?
Sure. So yeah, HeyGen, everyone who's tuning in hopefully knows we are an AI content creation platform. And a lot of what we've done in the past has been focused on giving users complete control over what kind of content they're making, which means preparing it in advance, right? So we have this new AI studio that you alluded to. That's a big update that's gone out on HeyGen in the past week, which is super cool and makes it really easier to control the content you're creating. And by the way, just some comments here around feedback and people who are getting used to the new AI Studio. There is a feedback button when you go to the AI Studio, and maybe I can even share this.
Yeah, this is super helpful. All of those
Yeah,
feedback.
just because it's so new, everyone should know there is this feedback button. So if you're finding something confusing or you think something's really helpful, we really do look at every piece of feedback, and it's super valuable. So definitely make sure you click that button um, and let us know. So I'm seeing some other options, some other funny chats here. So
Yeah.
just a reminder,
No, I'm
lots
like,
of the lots
your
of
avatar. They don't know if you're real. This is the real
yeah.
Al.
Yeah, exactly. This is the matrix. So when you go into HeyGen and you're creating videos, this is all meant to be prepared in advance, shared, kind of, you can take your time with it. When you want people to be able to interact with an avatar, for example, standing in for you on your website, or chatting in any kind of other virtual environment, we have this streaming API that lets you create and deploy what we call streaming avatars. So the way to find this for anyone who's new is go to Labs on the bottom left and click Streaming Avatar. Labs, by the way, is where some of our newer capabilities live. Personalized video, video translate, a lot of people are familiar with some of our integrations. So make sure to check out HeyGen Labs. So when you go into Streaming Avatar, the first thing that you see is this little window here. Um, this is basically a HeyGen avatar, right? This is when you're making a presentation in AI Studio, you would see the same thing and have the option to select the avatar that you want to use. So same thing in the streaming environment, you can deploy different kinds of avatars here. And one of the updates we made was just to make it clearer to users who are trying this out how to get their own avatar. So we had this select avatar button before, but now when you click on it, you'll be able to see up top my avatars. So these are any of the avatars that you've created. And when you want to use it in streaming, you'll see the start streaming button. And when you click it, you'll get a message to see if it's compatible or not. So as some people have asked in this chat already, yes, your instant avatars must be fine-tuned first before it can be used in streaming. So this is a common question I get when businesses are testing this out and they email me and they say, how can I get my own avatar in there and streaming? I already made an instant avatar. Well, the answer is first, it needs to be upgraded to a fine-tune avatar. Do you know what a fine-tune avatar and instant avatar, what the difference is, Nikki? Just quick
I
check.
do, but I do see some people in the chat that are asking some related questions. Someone said, which options do you get to refine the avatar? So maybe let's quickly go over that.
Sure. Well, when you make an instant avatar on HeyGen, a lot of times, you're just capturing it kind of off the cuff. You may be doing it with your webcam at first. Then you might want to try with your iPhone and do different takes. It actually is free to redo your instant avatar. And by the way, you need a creator plan to have an instant avatar slot. But when you have one that you're really happy with, you might want to say, okay, how can I get this instant avatar to be as realistic, as high quality as possible? We have an option for that. and it's called fine tuning. So if you have this instant avatar and you say, I'm really happy with this, I think, I look great and the lighting's good. Now I want to make it even better so I can create content with it, share it, have other people potentially even interact with it in streaming. So you click this fine tune button and you'll see we have a few different options. It is a subscription, but the advantage of subscribing is that every time we improve our avatar technology, your fine-tuned avatar will benefit from it. So it keeps getting better as things keep improving on our technology side, which happens very frequently. So that's what a fine-tuned avatar is. That's what it means. It's just taking an instant avatar and upgrading it to the highest quality it can be.
Awesome. Yeah. Thanks for clarifying that. I hope you all understand. So some people do ask also about removing the background, and you can do that when you fine tune the avatar. So let's get into streaming avatar.
Yeah. So again, once you're selecting the avatar, if you fine tuned it, you've made it usable in streaming, then you can select it here. And you're able to have interact with it. So this is a demo. This is what everyone can try on their own if they just want to experience themselves, their own avatars in the streaming environment that you're interacting with in real time. I think we went over a few of these things last time, but I'll highlight them again. There's a knowledge base. So what the streaming avatar does is basically offer a video of your avatar, but just like on HeyGen, when you're making a video in the studio, you're providing the text for the avatar to say. If the avatar is interacting in real time, then there also needs to be a source of the text for the avatar to say, and very convenient option, ChatGPT or some other kind of large language model. So that's what this knowledge base button does. It's giving ChatGPT some information that you want it to respond to questions with. So I can say, your name is Alec. You can click save. And then when you're interacting with this streaming avatar, once it finally loads, introduce yourself.
Yes, and last time we did this,
will say,
I love the example that we did last time. We made you into...
I'm here to assist you with any questions you have.
Okay. Yeah, last time we made you to a French teacher. So I remember we kind of just gave the knowledge base some information on just French teacher, like we're going to ask you, questions about a French lesson. And then we did ask like the most popular phrases and common words, like something like that. And it was really impressive. I think education is definitely one of the best use cases. Are there any other use cases that stand out to you or that you've heard of that you can share?
Yeah, so a few are really interesting. There is a really cool one in education that I don't think we showed. Did we show any customer examples last time?
I'm not sure. I don't think so.
I think we've just talked through them and referenced them in the past, but we have some that are live that are really cool. I'm going to show you in a second.
Oh, okay. Okay, great. Let's play the avatar again. Someone is asking to hear it again.
Okay. Yeah, so apparently my connection's slow, so we'll try to fix that.
I am a language model AI developed by OpenAI.
I don't know if you could hear that.
Yeah, it was a little bit like laggy, but
yeah, there's some chop here. I encourage everyone, go to this demo, try it out yourself.
How do you get to that page again? Is it a specific link that we should share?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a specific link. It's you just go to labs.heygen.com, and then you'll see streaming avatar.
Awesome. Yeah. So I would love to see those customer use cases. I know we did talk over so many different kinds, and I love hearing what the people say in the chat of which use cases they can use or what they're currently using. So if there's any specific like ways that you're using HeyGen, definitely write it in the chat, and this is going to help us improve these features, and that we're able to see where we need to adjust and tweak certain things. Someone is saying, I don't have this Alec avatar on the website.
Yeah, that one's mine. So that's private. But you are able to make your own private avatars in streaming as well. And if you make it under your account, no one else is going to be able to use it. So we have some public avatars and then private ones.
There we go. We want Alec. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Really wants to. All right, so let's get to the customer example because this is really cool. So you know that the streaming avatar isn't just that demo that I was showing, and I apologize if my connection wasn't good. It's actually a whole set of tools that allow you to build your own experiences with this streaming avatar as part of it. So I'm going to share something now that one of our customers made, which is very cool, and it's in the field of education. Let's see, Nikki, did you ever consider going to law school?
No.
Okay. Well, if you ever want to consider it, you know that there's a law school admissions test called the LSAT here in the US. And it's apparently a very hard test. I never studied for it or contemplated taking it, but one of our customers is this company called LSAT Lab. It's basically an online test prep website. So it helps you prepare for this law school admissions test.
Wait, this is awesome. Yes. Okay. You see, sometimes you just say education, and you're like, it's so vague. We had the tutoring example.
Welcome, Alec Lindsay, to the Skills Training Center at LSAT Lab. I'm here to help you prepare for your law school admission test. Do you have any questions about the activities we have available?
Wow.
There you go.
Yeah.
So pretty cool.
Are you able to do audio input, or is it just text?
Yeah. So I might say something here. I'm starting from scratch here, studying for the LSAT. Can you tell me where to begin?
As a beginner, I would recommend you to start with the Find the Conclusion activity. This exercise helps newer students work on their logical reasoning reading skills. Most of logical reasoning consists of argument. This exercise is meant to help train your brain to do that faster by using keywords. Welcome, Alec. We're going to be practicing identifying the main conclusion in different arguments. It's a crucial skill for acing the LSAT. Do you have any questions before we begin, or are you ready to jump right in?
So let's just do one question for fun. But as you can see, he's really neatly and thoughtfully combined this streaming avatar window in the middle, which is what you get from HeyGen, and all of the context around it. So you have these questions, these practice questions, you have this chat window here. So this is a great example of how you can build an interactive experience that is powered by a large language model in the back, but in the front, you have this streaming avatar who, in this case, is your personal tutor. And you can hear the voice, you can see him speaking. So if you ever studied for any tests and you were lucky enough to have a tutor helping you, you know that you study a little harder when someone's watching you. So I think that's part of the magic here. So let's do one question. Okay. Give me a question to test.
All right, here's your first argument. Remember, you're looking for the main conclusion. What do you think it is?
Okay, so many people believe playing video games is a waste of time. However, research shows that strategic gaming improves problem solving and coordination skills. Consequently, we should encourage more engaged gaming instead of labeling it as time wasting. So the main conclusion is that we should encourage more engaged gaming instead of labeling it as time wasting.
Great job, Alec. You nailed it. The main conclusion is indeed that we should encourage more engaged gaming instead of labeling it as time wasting. The conclusion indicator word consequently is a helpful hint here. Ready for the next argument?
There you go. So this feels much more fun to me than sitting with a textbook.
Oh my God. No, this is amazing. I mean, and you said LSAT, but there's medical school, MCAT. I mean, I'm thinking US tests. I'm sure other countries have their own, but even younger generations and younger students, SAT, like there's AP exams. There's, I mean, any exam. You can train this for any, I mean, last time we had different languages. We did the French example. So it had like a French tutor, and I love that all of the features of HeyGen just kind of combine and intertwine and make the avatars better. I think someone had asked if you can talk in other languages. So that is possible. And just to recap, this is a customer use case. Some people are asking for the link, but this is just showing a customer example.
So the website is called LSAT Lab. So I think if you just Google for LSAT LAB, you should be able to find the website and sign up for an account.
Awesome. Yes, and he's moving his lips. He's just super knowledgeable, which, you know, I bet you the guy that created this avatar probably is over his head at how smart he is now, now that he's integrated with AI.
Yeah, no, he's a great early adopter of the streaming technology. He's we've worked with him closely, and definitely looking forward to seeing more people kind of follow his lead, you know, especially in the arena of education. I think as these streaming avatars get better and better, as the technology improves, as it gets faster, it's really going to be I think a breakthrough in how different kinds of people can learn.
Love it. Amazing. So do you have any other examples that we can see?
I think this is a good one. Well, this is, I think, a really well done one. So
it's amazing.
yeah, so I wanted to focus on this, but I wanted to spend just a little bit of time talking through again how people can try to build something like this on their own and where they should start.
Yes, great point. I did see some people asking about it, asking if this is a sort of like one of the plans or how exactly it works.
So when you go to this streaming avatar demo again, you'll see we have this button, build with HeyGen streaming API. So this is just, we want to make sure people knew where to go. If you click this, you'll see the instructions for how to get started. It says looking to build a custom interactive experience with HeyGen streaming avatars. The HeyGen streaming API is free to try out and experiment with. So you don't need to talk to me anymore. You don't need to have any kind of special account. You just need to sign up for HeyGen and you'll be able to try out this API. And we have a few helpful links here. You go to the API section of your space settings. That's where you get your API key. And then you go to GitHub and you get our streaming avatar starter project. And you download that. And that's how you can get started building something like what LSAT Lab just showed.
Awesome. So yeah, someone is asking if this would integrate into their chatbot. So you would need the API access.
Yeah, so you have a few options. So you can build that with the API. That's totally doable. You can also click this embed button. I think we showed this last time. so if you select your avatar, I can select mine, and you put some information in the knowledge base, then you can click embed, copy this code, and it will give you in your website a little chatbot widget. So I think we showed that last time, but it's, that's kind of a quick and dirty way to get this streaming avatar as a chatbot. But if you want to make it more integrated and custom, then you probably do want to go to the API.
Amazing. And someone asked about fine-tuning the avatars. I know it's a little bit of a side comment, but do you know if it's per avatar, the price, or?
Yes. So it is per avatar, and it is a subscription. So I don't know what other questions there were. I think someone asked about, let's see.
And if you just joined, you're new here, I see some people saying it's their first time here. We are just going over a streaming avatar, live avatar demo, but every week we cover different product features in depth. So last week it was the AI Studio avatar, all of the new updates. This week we're talking about streaming avatar, and you can go back on YouTube to watch any previous webinars. We have one that's a HeyGen 101 that is really great if you're just starting out and you're new here.
Yeah, I think people were asking, yes. So fine tuning is something that you pay for each avatar. It's not overall, but you don't need an enterprise subscription. You can do that with a creator or a business plan. So that's hopefully clears some of that up.
Yeah. And someone asked, how large must the knowledge base be in order to facilitate the ability to respond to this level? Do you have that answer? You're also like a shadow right now. I don't know if you're there. Alec? Oh, you're back.
Sorry. Yeah, not the best day for my internet here.
Good.
So yeah, we can answer some more questions. What should we do, Nikki?
Yeah. Oh, I had asked a question. I said, someone asked, how large must the knowledge base be in order to facilitate the ability to respond to this level? Do you have that answer?
Yeah. So I think if you want to achieve what LSAT Lab did, you're probably going to need to, provide some sort of RAG. That's retrieval augmented generation, I think, solution. So you'll probably need to go beyond just, entering text in a context window. So yeah, I think you'll need something a little more complex if you want that scale, but you can still train a ChatGPT pretty well with just providing, a couple lines of paragraphs and text. So it's not that hard, but if you want something really complex, it will take some engineering.
Yeah, and I would love to share maybe some more use cases. I know that, we talked over some last time, and I just wanted to, if anyone has any use cases or ideas of how the streaming AI avatar can be used, definitely write it in the chat and I'll share some of these. But I know we've gone over education as a big one. We've done like tutoring for any language or any subject in general. Performance coach was another example. If you need a performance coach or some sort of manager, you kind of want it to serve as your manager. I know a lot of people are working remote. Some people are working on their own. So that's a really great feature. And another idea was a therapist. I love telling people, use AI as your therapist. If you need a quick session or you just want to talk to someone, and you can literally, it could be yourself as an avatar, but anyone you want to talk to, there really is no limit with, the kinds of people and the training you can give them. So it could even be an assistant and you're like, I need to manage my time better. And you want to write out everything you have to do and have them ask you questions on what to do next, or, organize yourself in some way. So those are some like personal use case examples. But in terms of businesses, we've seen all industries. We see someone just said onboarding in the chat. That is a great use case. We see people use it for onboarding for training within internally at companies, but even externally, we've seen it. So I'm funny. Yeah, I'm like, you want to be a comedian? Have AI help you be a comedian and just go back and forth. I don't know. There's really so many use cases. So definitely try it out. And let's see, we'll answer a few more questions since we're getting to the end of the webinar, but
I will say one other use case that I'm trying to get some visual proof for, but I'm not there, is people are actually having a streaming avatar be a greeter at conferences. So what they're doing is they're putting together a kiosk or some kind of screen that is right in front of the entrance to a venue hall or a conference. And then when people arrive, they're able to say hi to this streaming avatar, ask it questions.
Great, that's amazing.
When is the coffee break?
Yeah, anything, or even just like check in, like, what is your name? And it's kind of like, I used to run ads at my last job with like in-game. This is kind of off topic, but it would be like NPC characters that would basically ask you questions, and they would say, hey, how was your experience? Have you used this before? How do you like this? And it's just a few questions, and those can easily be as an avatar. It'll be more personable. And I think everyone wants to go up to a kiosk and see an avatar. But even if it's not a kiosk, like the chatbots are definitely one of the best ones, like customer service, customer support on every website. People just like to see someone and feel like they're talking to someone. And then virtual assistants was another one that we had talked a lot about, like live shopping.
Yeah.
And those. So those are really cool.
Yeah, we have people building all those. And I think in the future, we'll be able to demo more of them. But just for this week, I thought, the LSAT tutor one is pretty well done, and that's live, so you can go test that out yourself if you sign up on their website.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I don't know if you know about like the model of pricing. Someone is asking if it's based on minutes or or credits.
Yeah, so yes, it's based on we call it credits, but it's basically minutes. So yes, the usage of the streaming avatar API is based on minutes, and you're able to find out more about that through that link on the website. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. So any API questions, I just direct people to the website. So definitely, Ali can answer some of them. I can answer little of them. But
yeah.
Technical questions. I'm like very tech savvy, but API, I can't answer too much. But the enterprise support team at HeyGen is amazing. So they answer everything, anything that you have related to just any business inquiries. It's amazing. And then someone is saying also that they use it for cold leads. I see I'm using a CRM platform to send text, emails, calls, wondering if I can connect the AI. So for leads, I would highly recommend you check out our personalized video feature. That is an awesome feature that we came out. It's still very new, but there's a whole webinar on that. And it basically shows you how you can create a video and send personalized emails in bulk. So that is a really awesome webinar. Definitely check it out. And that's amazing for sales and for those cold outreach. So, like I said, all of them kind of integrate with each other, all of the features, because you can speak any language, but I love it. So we'll answer a few more questions and then we'll give out the 5 free credits. And then I think we'll be good with this webinar. So we have here, someone is asking, what does API stand for?
Okay, API stands for
You look
application.
it up.
It stands for Application Programming Interface. It's essentially the
Makes sense.
yeah. So it's just the way that you can use programming language to build
between
to
apps.
interact with HeyGen. Yes, correct.
Exactly. So, I mean, all of our features have API access, and they all have a bunch of integrations. So that last one that I was mentioning has integrations with Zapier, the email, the personalized video one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which is, Zapier has everything.
It's very flexible. Yeah, you can essentially send people personalized videos from any different kind of trigger. They could be somebody filling out a form on your website. It could be somebody, I guess, sending you an email. You can integrate it with lots of different things.
Yes. And I love to hear all of the positive comments. It just lets us know that we're doing a good job. So definitely, if there's a feature that you love, that you think is great, an update that you think is amazing, or any feedback, constructive feedback, we're here for it. Definitely let us know. We're so excited to be working on all of this. Someone said, why don't you make a podcast every 5 days in which you can answer the questions asked by the users?
Yeah, I guess we could.
Yeah, we're thinking about repurposing this webinar. We're trying to figure out the best way to repurpose it. So, I'm all over the TikTok, but Instagram is also something that we're picking up on now. And there's always just so much content. There's so much content, so much you could do on socials. We'll see. Want to take over TikTok and Twitch streaming with HeyGen? Oh, like an avatar of yourself streaming? That would be really cool.
That would be cool.
Yeah. So let's see. Any other questions? Do you still answer questions on Discord? Yes, we do. And that is a great point. I'm going to link the Discord. So we do have a Discord that is a lot of creators, a lot of ambassadors on there, and we do host contests every so often. So HeyGen's Discord is a great place to also, interact with other creators and be able to get some of your other questions answered if we don't cover them here. So I'm going to send the Discord link now. We have all the platforms, everything, Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn.
Yeah, shout out to LinkedIn.
Yes. Okay, amazing. Questions, we can use Zapier to submit input to these streaming avatars as well? I don't know. I think Zapier connects with like your email, and then what other cases have you seen?
Sorry, I'm getting some issues here.
It's okay. I know people connect their streaming avatars or their personalized videos. It was to connect with Calendly and pretty much anything, any email, any place you wanted to host or send out. But specifically, I don't know if you input on Zapier. Honestly,
You could, but I think you'd more likely want to, it would just be too slow. It would sort of defeat the purpose. So I think you would want really something to be fast, and you do have the option to use ChatGPT directly with our streaming avatars, and just put in your OpenAI credentials, which will let you provide your own source of text, and that's probably the easiest way to just get something custom that you want it to say.
Yeah, and any CRM, it also because for the personalized video, you probably just want to connect it to a CRM and then your email.
Yeah.
Okay, let me see, maybe one more question. Okay, let's give everyone the 5 free credits. So people are asking about the contests. So we did get a little bit delayed on the contest, but there will be one coming. I don't know exactly when, but if you're in the Discord, you'll be the first to hear. And I believe it is usually Nick who is answering on there, but feel free to just tag us if you need something answered right away. I answer everything on TikTok, so feel free to DM me on there as well. It's HeyGen Official. And then we have just sent in the chat the 5-minute video credits. So these video credits are amazing for any feature you want. So the video translation, one of our most viral features. And we're always adding new languages and new accents. So if you haven't checked it out for a while, definitely go back and see what we've added. And then the enterprise also has a few additional features as well, where they can proofread video translation. And then another use case for your video credits could be just testing out our new AI avatars, because we have some new avatars that have just come in, and the studio avatars, and we have some more that are coming out throughout the month, so stay tuned for those. And then just go around and test all of the different things on the labs HeyGen. There's obviously what we went over today, the streaming avatar, your instant avatar, the other AI avatars. There's thousands of features. We could talk all day about this, but let us know. Yeah, let us know if there's anything you want to see specifically from us, and we'll try to make a webinar about it. But if not, stay tuned for next week's webinar every Thursday, 2 p.m. Eastern. Someone said, I do not need the 5 credits. I just need Alec.
Okay. Well,
you're on
thanks
high.
everyone. Yeah. Well, thanks everyone for sticking with me through some connection issues today. I think my avatar will do a better job when I finally get that ready to.
You need to make
take all these
an avatar
webinars for me.
of yourself to answer all of these people's questions.
Yeah, I think Laurent, I can give my avatar to you so you can sit there and talk to my avatar all day if you want.
Yeah, I mean, our customer support team has so many people asking questions, so maybe we need to keep working on our own avatar. But thank you all so much. Feel free to DM us, keep giving us feedback, tell us what you like. We sent the link for the credits. It is pinned here. It's a type form, and you should get the credits within 24 hours. So fill it out, use the email that you have for your HeyGen account, and go and test out all of the amazing features. I hope you all have a great weekend. It is St. Patrick's Day on Sunday, so I think you guys should test out some avatars that have the Irish accents, maybe for some videos. We'll have to do a whole brainstorming webinar at some point, but yes, test out, create some content for St. Patrick's Day if you celebrate it. And thank you all so much. Follow us on all the socials, and we'll see you next Thursday, 2 p.m.
Thanks.
Bye. Thank you, Alex.
Bye, everyone.
Great seeing you.